Hello stampers and crafters, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sarah McGuire from Sassy Paper Crafts. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I'm going to be showing you how to transform a card from this, which is just fine, to this and make it really stand out. I did make a few mistakes on our sample here. I'm going to show you how to fix it. We're going to be using the Magical Meadow Bundle along with the Winter Meadow Designer Series paper. So if you want to see how to fix your card or case a card or just create this card in general, please keep watching. So to start our change up project, I first want to show you the original sample card and just a couple of things about it that I don't really care for and why I want to switch it up. So the first thing is when I look at it, it's just a little bit plain. The second thing is this ribbon I use. This is the silver threaded twine. It's a little bit too bulky. So when I put the circle on, I don't know if you can see that, but it just kind of sticks up a little bit too far. So I did change a couple of elements, and this is exactly what it means too when you see people saying they cased a card. You're just changing a few elements to make it your own. So you can really use this and do this with any card you see. So I'm going to leave this here so we remember what it looks like. We're again going to be using the Magical Meadow stamp set. This has 9 cling stamps and coordinating dies, which we're going to be using one. Oh, that's different dies. We're going to be using one of the dies for our card today, but I love this die set. It's got these pretty snowflakes, all kinds of little leaves and sprigs. It's a great bundle. I absolutely love it. So to change the first thing on our card is when I look at it, that plain background, I wanted to do a nice embossed background. So I used the brand new Softly Sophisticated 3D embossing folder. This is a new celebration item. This was free in January and February with, I believe, $100 purchases, part of a bundle. I could be wrong. If I am, I'll put that on the screen here. But let's start by doing our sprigs here because I did do a little technique and I used this one here with the berries. I already have it on a block. I'm going to get a scrap piece of paper and my 2 ink colors. I'm going to use Lost Lagoon and Pretty Peacock. So the first thing I'm going to do is take Lost Lagoon. This is kind of a bigger stamp. I'm going to take and I'm going to ink up the stamp, the whole thing with Lost Lagoon. And then I'm going to take Pretty Peacock. And you can do this with any colors you like. And I'm going to take a Q-tip. You could use a sponge dauber. I like the Q-tip. It was just a little bit smaller. I'm going to go in a corner here. And I'm just going to dab some of that Pretty Peacock onto my Q-tip. And I'm just going to ink up those berries and Pretty Peacock. And it gives it a little bit of dimension. I'm going to use the corner too because I kind of don't want to mix the inks, even though they are very similar in color. That's why I used Lost Lagoon and Pretty Peacock, is because if I did mix them, they're very similar in color. I'm just getting some of that Pretty Peacock on these berries. And then stamp straight down and straight up. And you can see that it's subtle, but see the difference between, and it dries down differently. So you probably see it there, and you might even be able to see a little bit of glitter. So we're going to do this twice. I'm going to do this one more time. I'm just going to ink up that Lost Lagoon again. I'm not even going to clean off my stamp. And this time I'm going to use the other side of the Q-tip, just because I'm going in a different corner here, just because I think I'm running out of ink in that corner. I'm just tap, tap, tapping. So before we die cut them out, I'm going to take my Wink of Stella glitter brush. Oops. That was weird. I'm not sure what happened there. The whole top came off. There. This part that's supposed to be stuck in there came out. Anyway, I'm just going to squeeze the side. It works similar to a water painter. You squeeze the sides, and I'm just going to put a little bit of glitter here on these berries. You probably can't see this. It's very subtle, but I think it gives a nice touch. So I'm just going to do this to both of the berries. So now that that's done, all I need to do is die cut these out, but we're not quite done stamping yet. So I'm going to take this little piece of basic white. I'm going to grab my sentiment and my pretty peacock. And the sentiment says, may this season of sparkle bring joy and delight. And that's why I kind of added the wink of Stella, because, you know, sparkle. So I'm going to put this straight down, straight up. Perfect. And all the measurements and everything are on my blog. Just click that first link in the description of this video. And I'm just going to take this. It looks funny, but it actually fits perfect. Take this die. I'm going to run it through my die cut machine, and then we can put our card together. All my pieces are now die cut. While I was at it, I used the second largest circle here from the Stylish Shapes dies to die cut a piece of the beautiful Winter Meadow Designer Series paper, which is sticking around, which is very exciting. So now we're ready to put our card together. I'm going to grab my stamp and seal, just run a little bit along the back of the sentiment here, layer it onto a piece of pretty peacock, set that aside. Now I like to set down the sprigs first. I'm going to run a little bit of seal. That was the other problem or mistake I made on this card, is I used dimensionals. So it popped them up, but I think it popped them up too far, and that's why I had all this bulkiness that I just didn't want for this card. So run a little bit of seal along the back, and they are going to overlap just slightly, but your circle will cover that up. So I'm going to put a few dimensionals on my circle, maybe, I don't know. Because I think that might have been the problem. Maybe I want it to do like this. So I'm not going to put dimensionals on my circle. I'm going to put them on our sentiment. We're going to flip this over. Use some seal, or you can use liquid glue, whatever you have. Put it just like that. And now we can pop up our sentiment like this. I like that so much better. I'm going to flip that over. Run some seal along the back. And put that on our card base. I already like it so much more. Don't forget the inside of your card. I will still use this card. I will still send it to someone. I still think it's pretty. I just think the subtle changes we made really made a difference. We're not done yet though, because I'm going to add a few rhinestone basic jewels, just because it says sparkle in it and we need some sparkle. I'm going to do all three of them, these tinier ones. I'm not actually going to go on to the spriggy parts, because I feel like, oh, there's a hair stuck on it. I feel like if I do that, I'm going to have to put a rhinestone on every single one, and I just don't want to use that many. So that is our card. So I hope you like the new version better than this version. Again, I like them both. I just think that the little details we did made it look so much different and just better. And I hope you can see that wink of Stella there. So thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to see more card making ideas from me. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.